With any branch of science, there's going to be some key terms you need to know. In this DeBacco University video, I'm going to go over the introduction to chemistry terms. All right, some key terms that you're going to need to know. We're going to start with matter, and that's anything that has mass and occupies space. Consists of atoms such as protons, neutrons, and electrons. States of matter can include solid, liquid, and gas, and as well as plasma. And matter can undergo physical as well as chemical changes there. In addition to matter, we also have those all-important atoms. So atoms are the fundamental building blocks of matter, consisting of a nucleus made of protons, neutrons. They're surrounded by a cloud of electrons. Even though we like to show them in these little orbits, technically it's a cloud. Atoms are mostly empty space, with the nucleus occupying a tiny fraction of the volume, but contain nearly all of the mass of the atom. Then we get to elements, and these are pure substances that cannot be broken down into simpler substances by chemical means. You might be familiar with the periodic table of elements. And those elements are made of atoms with the same number of protons in their nucleus. That's what's represented by the large numbers in the upper left-hand corner here. We could see that here in the upper right-hand corner in the example of iron. We also have compounds. So compound is a substance formed when two or more elements chemically bond in a fixed ratio, resulting in unique properties distinct from the elements that it's made from. Compounds are held together by chemical bonds, which could be ionic or covalent, as we can see with water and ammonia and sodium chloride in these examples. Then we get to mixtures. These are a combination of two or more substances that are physically combined, not chemically bound, and retain their individual properties. Now within a mixture, we can kind of have two subsets from that. Mixtures can be separated by physical means, unlike the chemical bonds found in compounds. So remember, mixtures are distinctly different than compounds. Within our mixtures, we have two subsets. We have a homogeneous mixture here and a heterogeneous. The homogeneous has a uniform composition with consistent properties throughout, where a heterogeneous mixture is non-uniform composition with visually different parts or different phases that can be seen. Then we get into pure substances. In pure substances, it consists of only one type of particle, either an element or a compound that cannot be separated by physical means. They have consistent composition and distinct chemical properties. Unlike mixtures, pure substances have uniform properties throughout and fixed melting or boiling points, however you want to look at it. And again, pure substances could be, for example, gold or copper wire. Could also be hydrogen gas. Could also be salt. Again, here's your element. Here's your pure substance. Here's your and here's your compound there. So just keep in mind that these pure substances are not quite like mixtures. They have those uniform properties throughout, and they have very distinctive fixed melting and or boiling points. So these are some basic terms you're going to hear again and again. So hopefully you can review these, get an understanding, and it'll make the rest of the learning a little bit easier.